We go back to the present as Kazami, feeling really frustrated, decides to give his best in the next 60 seconds of his performance. Using his anger and frustration to act, perfectly fitting the scene. Melt's amazing performance gets loud applause. Melt feels nervous about how Kashida will react to his performance, but Kashida praises him. Melt thanks Aqua for the helpful advice. Next, Kana has her scene with Kashida. Tsuruki gets mad at Monmei for hurting her friend, telling her she can't come into his area. But then he realizes he made a mistake when talking about the Shibuya group because the sound effects covered his voice. He tries to fix it, but Kana saves the moment by improvising. Tsuruki tells everyone they don't care about the Shibuya group and will beat every demon to rule the land. Kashida and Toshiro are impressed by Kana's acting, and Kashida thinks he's never met anyone so easy to work with. Monmei runs away, saying the battle isn't fair because his team is against him, but Tsuruki tells him to come back. Aqua plays Monmei's friend, Taki, and Monmei tells him that the Shinjuku group is after them. They should do something about it, but Taki says he only follows Princess Saya's orders. They talk to Princess Saya, played by Akane. She thinks her monologue was shortened by the scriptwriters but still wants to keep her dignity. Princess Saya declares war on the Shinjuku group, knowing it will be bloody, but they must still fight. Kana is amazed by Akane's acting and thinks she does a great job of showing the princess's emotions, which were only hinted at in the script. The day of the battle comes. Blade leads his team to fight the demons but is stopped by two enemies. Kazami's friends push forward, telling Blade to go to the city and fight the other demons. They want Kazami to finish his fight with Monmei, and Kazami promises to win. When they reach the princess's castle, Monmei and Aqua are waiting for the fight. Meanwhile, Tsuruki rushes to the castle to fight Princess Saya. She calls her out, and Saya appears. Kana is annoyed by Akane's version of the princess, thinking she's too arrogant. She challenges her, asking Saya to draw her sword. Akane is determined to win at acting. She remembers how, when she was a child, Kana's acting inspired her so much that she watched Kana's scenes over and over, thinking Kana was so talented. Akane believed she was the best actress and was confident even when talking to adults. Her parents encouraged her to try acting, but she wasn't sure. They told her she might even become friends with Kana, so she decided to give it a try. She worked hard to act like Kana, even copying her hairstyle and look. We see Akane at an audition where Kana also auditions. A staff member mistakes Akane for Kana because she copied her so well. The staff member tells Akane that Kana had already been chosen for the role, and the audition was just a formality, which confuses Akane. Then Kana shows up, and Akane tells her she's a big fan, asking if the staff member was telling the truth. Kana says yes and explains that anyone can get a small role, but shows are about making money, and she was the best choice because she was already famous. Akane feels heartbroken, and Kana, seeing her sad, throws her hat away, saying she doesn't like kids who copy her. Akane wonders why Kana acted this way, but as she grows older, she understands that Kana just wanted attention. She realizes that Kana was forced to follow others' expectations. Akane feels frustrated with Kana, thinking her acting was selfish at first. Kana changed her acting style to get along with others, but Akane still believes she should be selfish and not change for anyone. If she can't go back to her old way, Akane decides to act in her own unique style to stand out. The princess attacks Tsuruki with her sword, but Tsuruki blocks it, and they keep fighting. Kana watches, thinking everyone is focusing on Akane because her acting is so good. Kana starts to think about challenging her but gets lost in her thoughts and spaces out. Akane is surprised when Kana steps back, but Tsuruki thinks it's the right choice because one actor standing out means the others should support them for the play to work well. Kana, putting her ego aside, signals Akane to take the lead. Even though she's upset because she wanted a fair competition, Kana accepts her role. After the scene, Akane sits down, realizing she was being selfish and trying to steal the spotlight. She starts crying as Aqua walks in and tells her he admired how she stood out on stage. Akane admits she didn't want to win if Kana wasn't performing her best and wanted to defeat her when she was truly at her peak. Aqua thinks Kana shines the brightest when she tries to get attention, and that's the best time to defeat her. Akane wants to return to her old acting style, and Aqua agrees to help her. Meanwhile, Kamoshida and Melt's characters are fighting. Kamoshida notices that Melt's moves have improved, but his acting still needs work. Melt feels his emotions are just as strong as Kita's, so he believes he can match his performance. Akane continues to dominate the stage. Mawa asks Kana why she didn't challenge Akane. Kana explains that if every actor did what they wanted, the play wouldn't come together, and someone has to balance things out. Kana notices Mawa reading the script and asks why. He says it's because he doesn't want to mess up his makeup. Kana suggests he wear contact lenses, but he's scared of them. He explains that he doesn't care about the other actors' faces because he can understand their movements, and the audience can't see their faces from far away anyway. Kana wonders why he's reading the script again, and he reveals he plans to improvise his next scene to outshine Akane. He asks if she can play along with him, and she reminds him of her impressive acting skills. Next, Mawa has a scene with Aqua, where they fight as leaders of the Shinjuku and Shibuya groups. Taki asks Blade if he has a plan behind his fight against the demons. Blade says he might have a plan, but he doesn't want to say it. It's better to show it through their swords. He jumps in the air to attack Taki, and Aqua admires how well Mawa acts, feeling his emotions are perfect. Aqua stays calm, defending the attack without showing emotion, which irritates Mawa. Mawa asks him to show more emotion, but Aqua believes Mawa already shows enough, so he decides to keep his feelings hidden to stand out. Backstage, another actor analyzes Aqua and Mawa's acting, saying Aqua made a smart choice by holding back his emotions. Mawa calls the actor boring and says he should enjoy the performance more. Suddenly, Tsuruki surprises everyone by entering the stage, and Saya attacks her from behind. Blade warns Tsuruki to be careful, realizing Akane is frustrated because Kana isn't following the script. He saves Tsuruki from the attack and throws her into Taki's arms, leaving Kana confused. Aqua unexpectedly improvises his scene without trouble and tells Tsuruki she needs to leave the battlefield, explaining that men risk their lives to protect women, not the other way around. Tsuruki tells Taki not to look down on her just because she's a woman, but Taki says he won't fight her and steps aside, realizing Aqua is giving her the spotlight. Kana remembers how she did the same for Akane, making her the center of attention. She realizes Aqua is willing to do anything to help her. We learn that Kana became an actress because it was her mother's dream to be an entertainer. Her mother couldn't achieve it, so she passed that dream on to Kana. When Kana became famous, her mother started connecting with celebrities and going to parties, which made her happy. Kana was also happy when directors praised her for being easy to work with, but when her fame started to fade, her mother became upset. She pressured the staff to give Kana more screen time or push her with any director. Sometimes, her mother lashed out, and Kana believed that's why her father left her mother. Kana sacrificed her dreams to make her mother happy. She learned to work with others to survive in the industry. She realized she wasn't a genius, just an actress who was easy to work with, which is why directors preferred her over more talented actors. Kana gave up on being the lead and focused on making others happy, telling Aqua that there's no point in shining a spotlight on her. Aqua tells her that Tsuruki is a childlike character who loves to fight, so it makes sense to give her attention. But Kana worries it will cause problems for the other characters. Aqua assures her that everyone wants to see her act in her own way, and he will support her. He encourages her to act how she wants, and she takes his advice. Kana attacks Taki with her sword, catching the audience's attention. Even Kaburaji is impressed. He remembers that people used to admire her ability to cry, but what really made her famous was her lively acting. Akane realizes Kana has returned to her old self, the person she wanted to defeat. Now it's her chance. Tsuruki attacks Taki, throwing his sword away, and tells Blade to attack. Blade jumps into the air, ready to finish Taki, but Mizaya takes the blow for him. The crowd watches in shock as Taki falls into despair. Blade wonders if Taki has accepted his defeat since Mizaya, the woman he was fighting for, is now dead. Taki explains that he was fighting for the princess, and without her, he has no reason to fight. That's the end of this video. Do leave a like and a comment on this video. Please do subscribe to Weebsphere.